Hello, YouTube. Here we go. Another last minute stream. I know that's shocking. I'm coming on a little later than I have been because Xandra, who is Scraps to Beauty, will not be streaming today. And she usually goes on at 4 Eastern. So I'm going to jump in her slot today. And I'm going to wait for a couple of my chatters to end up in the live chat. So if you're watching this as a recording, you might want to scoot ahead a few minutes. Hey, Joan. How are you? Oh, mercy. I'm trying to get myself semi-organized here and try to figure out what we're going to do. No time like when you're live to try to figure that out. All right. I'm going to wait for a couple more people to jump in. There's Jan. Hello. I just have a smattering of stuff laying on here from last week and a couple supplies I felt like I had to have. You know how that goes. Hey, Dar. Hi, Linda. All right. I don't know if you guys, hey, Susan, I don't know if you guys follow Xandra on Instagram or Facebook, but they had a really bad storm tornado went through their area at Manasquan, New Jersey. And a big tree of theirs went down in the backyard. So they're busy trying to deal with that. Hey, Ann. The cat's holding you from typing. Hey, Janine. All right, so let's get started. I know it was she was texting me when it was happening. I said, "Get in the basement." And they were in the basement or they went down to the basement. Angelita. Welcome. That's a new name. It's a pretty name. So yeah, they're fine, but not sure the extent of any property damage that hit a fence or a shed. It was apparently a pretty big tree, so they were just getting to the meat of it. Anyway, here we are. I'm going to dig out some of this stuff and get it out of my way while I stall and try to figure out what we'll do today. I'll show you a couple things I got. These were prints from last week. These are the two watercolors I was playing with last week. I got Christy Rice, her new set of brushes. I only got one from her first set. It was a what's the name? What's the shape of it? A sword or a dagger? But this one had different shapes in it. So I got this. Comes in a little pen pack. Fear Has No Place Here. A little bit of her artwork there. Rose gold zipper. And her new set of brushes. It's got a large dagger, a round, a cat's tongue. This one is, what do they call that one? Another smaller dagger. I forget what this pointy one's called. Let's see. Cat's tongue. Hang on, I'm wrong. Oh, this is a filbert. Filbert, cat's tongue, another smaller dagger than this big dagger, a little tiny fine point round, a triple zero round. So I'm going to take those out of there. We'll see where we get, if we'll be using any of those today. Move this in a safe place, which is nowhere down here. Nothing is safe for me. And then, of course, Robin, love her to death. She makes me spend money. I mean, literally makes me. So this was one of the latest inks she's used, if you've seen her. So I know she's using it on Patreon. She's probably used it on YouTube as well, but with Mom here and everything that's going on. She was in Hopkins, by the way, after I streamed Sunday, having some issues, got a hold of the doctor, and he told us to bring her into the ER on Monday, and they admitted her, and she just came home Friday. So it's been a crazy week. She had a lot of fluid from the congestive heart failure they needed to get off of her. So there we are for that. But this is Fuyugaki. Pardon my English. Um, it's a pilot ink, and this one's called Persimmon Orange or something like that. And it kind of reminds you of that Chinese red-ish color. Um, so, had to try that. I placed a little small order from Joggles, and I got the Lost Shadow and the regular Distress Pad and the Oxide ink because of Robin. And this I just saw on Instagram way too many times to just keep putting it off. So this is a Curva pen. Have you guys seen this? I haven't even opened it yet. Like I said, it's been a hell of a week. My brother's actually here now visiting with Mom, and Dave's upstairs. Dave has been battling a foot injury. Hey, Tam. Tori, is that you? Welcome. It's good to see you. So this has been going on for months, and then Thursday, he drove 10 hours getting home from a work trip in Georgia and made it in time to go to his appointment, and they decided to stitch it Thursday night. So he's supposed to be off of his feet. Oh, and Oakley has been limping for a week. This morning, I took him outside. We have about 10 steps going from our deck into the yard. He hauled ass down the steps, fell down the last 4, face dive into the concrete, walked about 15 steps into the yard, stopped, looked back at me, sat down and held his paw up. I thought, oh, God. So anyway, he's okay-ish. Hey, Flo. Probably have to take him to the vet tomorrow or Tuesday just to get him checked out. But he came back in. He was walking a little gingerly. And now he was limping off the opposite front leg that I thought he was limping off of before he did a face dive. And so he went in and jumped up on the bed when I was in the bathroom doing in and out of the bathroom and the closet doing some laundry and stuff. Anyway, I looked over at him and there's blood on the spread. I thought, oh no. Anyway, he knocked a piece of skin off of his lower lip and jaw, about that big, red and oozing blood. So we got that all cleaned up, and he's been fine since then. So we'll see how that goes. Hey, Barbara from New Mexico. Cool. Welcome. So anyway, here are these Curva pens. Actually, I didn't know I was getting 2. Bonus. I guess they're the same. Big reveal. That's what they look like, with that little tiny tip. And it came with this little sleeve, to put them in. And a pipette. And I'm not sure why. I don't know if these are refillable. Well, before I try to take it apart, let's just assume they're not. Where did I put that wrapper I just took off? Here we go. Let's see. Throwing stuff away before I even try to look to see what it says. Does it say anything? No. Oh, does this have a little information packet in here? No. Okay, well, may need some further investigation before I try to rip it apart and figure out why they gave me a pipette if it doesn't need to get refilled. CB, hello. But it's supposed to improve your writing and make it easier. So, I don't know. We'll see. I haven't played with them. But that's something new that for some reason I had to have. Well, he's been limping, CB. Don't know why. And then he did a face plant running down the back deck steps onto the concrete and scuffed a piece of his lip, bottom lip and chin off about that big. It's just skin's gone and bleeding. And limping on the other leg. So There you go. That's Oakley for a day. And I don't know if this is a new size. I think it is, but it's a PC1MR, and it's supposed to be a really, really, really teeny weeny fine point. Even teenier weeny than the weenier teeny ones was. So let's just have a look. And like most of the time when I try out any kind of paint pens or markers or whatever, um, I usually get black, white, gold, and silver. That's my standard ones that I'd probably use for adding little details to a watercolor or whatever. And I told Dave before I knew my brother was coming over today, I thought I was going to have to drive over to my mom's house, which is about a half an hour, 35 minutes from here over a toll bridge, to pick up her mail. And he said, "Stop, don't go. I'm coming over. I'll swing by and get it," because he's on that side of town. This doesn't look that micro small to me, actually. Yeah, well, can always use another teeny tiny point. But I told Dave, I said, okay, Skip's going to go get the mail on the way over. I don't have to go, but I think I'm going to go drive the car around the block for about an hour and just scream the whole time. Make it stop. Oh, you got that's more accurate than you know, Janine. Lord have mercy. Oh, and I got this lunar paste. That's another thing I got from Joggles. I've not had it or tried it. I'm guessing it's like and it is like a 3D gel that you put through a stencil or whatever for some raised texture. Let me turn my daylight light on here. I forgot to do that. Okay, these were some of the jelly prints I was playing with last week. With the spray paints, the Montana water-based spray paint. And that was the cleanup print. And this is another one I started out with the high flow liquid bronze with spraying some water on it and seeing how the two pigments break apart. That's just the one paint that did that. Love it. Hi, Jane. Screaming in the car works. I have to open the sunroof so I can let some of the reverberations escape, not backfire and blow my brains out. Anyway, so yeah, my mom told the doctors she's sick of everything. No more procedures, nothing invasive. So we'll see how long that lasts. But she's already gained 2 pounds since she's been back home, which is fluid weight, which is the reason that got her in the hospital in the first place from the congestive heart failure. So God love her. She's going to be 95 in July. I told her, I said, Mom, I might make the same decision if I was 95 and in the shape that you're in and have to deal with what you have to deal with. I'm not going to try to talk you out of anything. I'm just going to explain the consequences of those decisions so you can know clearly if that's what you want to do or not. So I explained to her, what can happen and what probably will happen because of all of her issues. So that's all I can do. All right, what are we going to do? You know what? I think I might try. Janine, actually, when I was messaging with Janine, and she was telling me why I never would have thought of this. I don't know. Gayla, okay, let's all start now. We were waiting for you. 14 minutes we were sitting here doing nothing, talking about nothing. So she was telling me about a technique she saw somebody else doing, and I can't remember who it was, with adding gold leaf or foil to, remember I tried to do this with the glue adhesive, this stuff here, and how spotty it came out because this is so absorbed. Actually, I cut all the foil off of this one because I liked how this came out, but it had a multicolored foil that had oranges and bronzes in it. It just didn't look right, so I cut it off with my decal edge trimmer. And this one, you can see how spotty it came out, right? Because the paper is 100% cotton. And this is, I think it's called New Jambi. Nujambi. Handmade 100% cotton paper. They have it at Jerry's Art Supply. And of course, I can't remember who I saw using a pack of this. That they got it on a really good sale. And I went to look at it and I thought, I'm not paying that much for paper. And they have different sizes. You can get full sheets, all different sizes, like 100 packs of different ones, and some with just 10 pieces in it. So I waited for, I think this is 9 by 12. I said that last week and I still don't know what it is. Let's see. I don't want to lie. Yep, 9. Just shy of 12. Like 11 7/8. But 100 sheets of this, and I can't remember how much it was, but it's like 300 pounds. It's really heavy. And I thought, so I think that drank up. That's where I was going. I think it drank up this miction, whatever the hell this is. The glue, the adhesive for gold foil and leaf. Hey, Kathy. So it came out splotchy, but then it kind of grew on me because I like a little dinge. Little grunge. So I was okay with that. But Janine was telling me of somebody. Now get ready. Write this technique down. You'll never remember it. Applied the foil with a glue stick. Mic drop. Hello. Why didn't I think of that? The simplest, easiest thing to do. Oh, I'm telling you, the old brain ain't working like she used to. Trust me when I tell you that. So, okay, let's grab a couple more pieces of that because I did like it actually. And let's, come on, there we go. Let's take 2 and let's drop some, or 3. Okay. Let's throw some watercolor on here and let it kind of do its thing and dry. In the meantime, I might, or should I put foil on it first? Perhaps that's the way to go. Oh no, this is the drawer that's, oh Lord. If anybody has these IKEA cabinets, Alex, the big flat wide drawers, apparently I have 2 of mine stuck together again, and the one is the flipping drawer I need to get into, I believe. Is that? No, that's just my watercolor tubes. I don't need to get into that one. Huh. Yeah, something right there. Okay, let's try some experiments. And I just have these 2 Boulder Colors watercolor salts. And I have, what are these? Green pigment salt. Green, I don't know if these change. These are from Ruby Mountain Paint Company. This is blue pigment sprinkle, and this is green pigment sprinkle. I don't know if those are just swatches or if they do something else magical like these Boulder ones do. I'm not sure. And then I have this chameleon pigment color shifting mica powder, but I don't think that's going to stick. I think that would have to be mixed up with some, watercolor medium to make it stick. So let me see, what else can I throw? Oh, I have these. Forgot about these. I've had these forever and ever and ever. Oh, Lord. Gotta get them out of here even. These are the OGs, the Brushos. Huh. I have no idea how these colors come out anymore. Turquoise, ultramarine. yellow. They look like they're single pigments, but I think a couple of these broke out into other scarlet and brusho. You know what? For some reason, brilliant red and scarlet. For some reason, red's grabbing me. I have no idea why. There's black, dark brown. Well, let's just make a mess and see what happens. I'll set these off to the side to dry. Hi, Annie from Norway. Welcome. Hey, Dot. Some of you little rascals sneaking in when I got my head in a drawer behind me. So I'm going to, should I put, so ask the question again. I forgot what I was doing already. To see if I want to glue down some I'm going to look for some gold leaf instead of the foil. I want something that's a little thinner. Oh, you know what? I have these too. Oh, but they're, I'm looking at these foil flakes that I have. That makes it so I have to go with particular colorways because they got those multicolors in them. Oh, hang on. I'm upside down in a drawer again. What are these? Hand over. Let's look at a few of these and see what I got. But that's real gold leaf. I don't think I need to be using that for this. Genuine. Champagne gold. Oh, this had, I remember getting those. I remember that expenditure. Okay. Let me put this drawer back together. I got everything sideways. And let's see what these are. Something very sticky on there. That's not going to go well with the leaf when I get it out of there. Oh, Gala. You're telling secrets on me. This one's called Champagne Gold. And this is from handover.co.uk. So Dot and Joan, you should be able to get these very easily if you'd like. Brushes, paints, and sundries. I'm guessing this is a sundry. This one's Champagne Gold. Ooh, that's pretty. That's definitely like a champagne gold. Okay, all right. Let me get a glue stick. And now let's, oh, look, I already must, it's very fragile. Okay. Hi, Christine. Welcome. Art Whisperer 88 on YouTube. Oh, I got to write that down. Thank you. Oh, and speaking of jelly plate geniuses, you know, Robin's book is coming out soon. Robin McClendon. So how do I want to do this? Do I just want a spattering here and there? Or do I want to put like actual, you know what? Patty, look at my list of my post above if you can. Okay, let's see how far I got to go back. I'm back pretty far. Oh, Patty, if you want very straight lines, use very thin double-sided tape. For the foil you're talking about, Tori? Handover makes the most wonderful handmade sable brushes. I've been there and seen them do. What? Dot, you're everywhere. Oh, cool. That's a good idea. Actually, you know what? Let me show you something if I can find it. Let's see if I can put my mitts on it quickly. Well, that's going to be quite the oh, here it is. Hang on. Oh, that's only one. Oh, I thought I had some thinner, but I do have foil in these strips. Like so. I thought I had a real skinny one, but I don't think I do have a real skinny one. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's do a little something abstract. That's a shocker, isn't it? I know, you can be honest. Hey, Brenda. Welcome. So let's do, instead of just around the border, which I might do too. I don't know. Let's, how am I going to do this? If I just do like streaks. I don't know what I'm doing. Just work with me. Work with me, people. Ooh, took off way more than I wanted it to. That was a little closer. I'll have to get a brush out and get rid of some of that. Oops. Let's see if we can make a circle or two. Doesn't look like a circle, but that's okay. We'll come back. Let me grab a brush and see what we can get off of there. Oh, Gayla, you know Art Whisperer. Cool. Large prints. Look at you. You're going to bring all that to me in July. You know what? That's making the shine of that go away. That's not making me happy. See that to how it should be? What the heck? Let's see if this does the same thing. If it does, we're going back to a different. No, maybe I just, well, it's probably my fault. Let's try that again. How do I not know this guy? I got to find him. That's what I'll be looking at when I get off of here. Well, not really. I'll be fixing some dinner. That's still looks like an abstract blob instead of a circle. Okay, let's just, I don't know, what do you want to do down here maybe? Yeah, this ain't working out for me. What is this? Let's see what this will do. This is Zig two-way glue. Dual action glue pen. Well, we'll see. Let's see if I can get any. Of course, I got to get her going. Patty, he does mid-century modern type. Oh! Hey, Amalia! They put glue over a stencil. All right, now let's see what happens if we do that. You know what? I bet this is going to have to wait and dry some. That's like a little puddle of watery glue. Something's telling me that's not right. Oh, yeah. Hang on. "20 minutes in, we're having some technical difficulties." Yeah, that's going to have to dry for a while. That's real watery. Very sticky on my fingers, though. Okay, let's move this over here to dry and maybe to go out to pasture. And yes, my fingers are stuck together pretty good. Great. I specialize in what not to do, so I'm keeping with my brand. Tape like CB suggested. I didn't see what CB suggested. Is she saying the same thing that I said Janine mentioned? No, Janine mentioned a glue stick. CB, where are you? Backing up into chat again. Huh. Did she say it a while ago? CB, if it was really good, say it again. Oh, double stick tape. All right. Oh, you know what? I think I have some real skinny ones of that. Where's my tape drawer? There it is. Ooh, I do. Let's try some. I'm just going to do this on my experimental piece because this may be sacrificial. So I got this real skinny double-sided tape that I used to use when I did my boxes. You know what? I'm not going to do that big a piece. Just in case it goes sideways. Not that that's ever happened before. Robin, if I knew, I'd tell you. I'm just not sure. I got to keep it away from there. Let's just put a piece down here. There's no focal point. These are just experiments at a piece of watercolor paper with different ways to adhere foil to this rough cotton watercolor paper. This probably will look good on a different paper. All right. CB always knows best, so let's just see. I'm going to try to use this little bits that are on here. See what happens. Okay, CB. Step 2. Can't go wrong with paper and glue. Well, just as you say that, this is glued to the paper and just ripped off the gold. Okay. This is just about right, though, for my week, my year, working on a decade. Maybe use glue dots. Oh, crap. I think if I had a bigger piece of the foil, let's try that before we totally bail out. Let's try another little piece of this. It's smaller than the piece of foil. I fear it's going to rip off the whole piece of foil, which is then just kind of lost because doofus. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me, CB. Ay. So I wonder I get anything accomplished, to be honest. Okay, there's a little piece of glue right there. It's discolored so I can see it. Kind of yellowish. Let's take Another piece of champagne gold. And let's just lay that edge on it up there so it's the glue is only touching the foil. I can see the line of it there. Now let's see. Oh, that worked better. 1 for CB. Startled her husband laughing out loud at Poor Jim. All right, well, that's kind of a mess. All right, paper number 2. Let's see what we come up with this. See, I want to do a long strip, but I don't think that's going to work. I think we're going to get the same problem as we did before, or I'll just get a bigger piece of foil. Could do that. Let's do that. Let's just do 3 about the same size, just a little bit between them. Oops. Judy! Oh, you're here just in the nick. In the nick. We're watching things go south here. Which I do believe is more entertaining than watching paint dry. So, we'll see. I'll let you be the judge. Okay, there's those 3. And I wonder if I do. For someone who has no fingernails. Yeah, I don't have. Oh, I do have a solid color. Shit. They're rose gold. Which I guess I can make that work. All the other ones I have are blends. This is the only one I have. I mean, you can't hate that, right? Let's just do it. CB said do it, so you just shut up and do it, right? How many of us don't know that? Well, Judy, don't do what I'm doing. Let me save you some heartburn. Let me get you in here so you can see all this action, like real close up, because otherwise you can't really believe it. So this has a shaker, but the flakes are bigger than the holes. So let's see how this works out. Yeah, not so good. Okay. Let's see. Maybe they're just stuck and didn't come down into the shaker. Oh, no, they're giant. What the hell? I don't think that's going to fit through the shaker. All right, let's see if I can just dab them on. That's like 20 or 30 sheets. Rose gold foil dauber. Well, we're going to waste a lot on that one, but easy come, easy go. Hey, Kat. Yeah, I agree. Now, all right. I think I need a stiffer brush. Where's that one I just got? Hang on. Chat amongst yourselves while I move to the stiffer brush area. Oh, you know what? I'll just use one of these stencil brushes. Oh, and then I see this other one I just got when I stood up, of course, but that's okay. See if there's any holes that got missed there. All right, let's see what this looks like. Kind of straightish. We don't go for exact around here. So I wonder if I should, of course, now that I use the flakes, I could have done it longer, but I didn't. Do I want to go this way? Do I want to overlap? Ooh, maybe we overlap. What could go wrong there? Stand by. I'm about to show you. Hey, Mariah. All right, let's see. I don't know how this is going to do over this other foil. If it's just going to rip it off. Of course it, well, it shouldn't, because I'm only pulling the sticky back off of this. The adhesive should just stick down and that's clear. Who the heck knows? Hey, Martha. Oh, April's here. So yeah, Gala, number 2 on the smarts list now. If you drop down a peg, if April's here. Hey, April, I see you up there. Hey, Brad. Welcome. So we're just, doing what we do. Very unconventional approach to everything. Double-sided tape. And I'm going to use some of these flakes. Actually, you know what? Well, let me just stay the course for now. I was going to say I could use the mixtures on this one and then just, deal with the whatever watercolors would work with it. But so, yeah, we're going against the shaker lid because the clumps are gigantic in here and will fit through no shaker I've ever seen before. And we'll use them as a dabber again. Dabber, dauber. Potato, potato. Try to hit all the gluey bits. Let's see what happens. If this works, it would have been a shame that I didn't take my time to do it straighter. Please remember, thumbs up. Or your noses. Oh, Lordy. Okay, we almost got her there. This is a mess. All right. Let's see what happens. Let me try to get most of this in the trash can. It's kind of rough. Rough. Let me press them down a little bit. And here's some sticking to the paper and not just the glue. Get off of there. It's a clump. All right, Gayla, you can come out. It wasn't too bad. You can get out from under your desk. I don't know. Not sure what I was thinking on that one, but whatever. We got some glue on there. Let's just throw some. This is supposed to be drying so I can do something else with it, and we haven't even. Hopefully, here's texture. Oh, that's probably true. Go ahead, make fun of my injured puppy. Okay, let's. So I'll use these two reds and see what happens. No idea. These are the Brushos. These are old. These are from Colorcraft in England. I got these way back and used them very little bit. With your agate burnisher. You know what? I think I have one, but who the hell knows where it is? I don't know if I can do it. I think that's just going to scrape it off. Not messing with it. Okay, I'm going to spray. Hang on, let me pull this out the other way now. Well, he's got a boo-boo. He's been limping for about a week. And after he takes a few steps, he doesn't limp. Then this morning, he ran very enthusiastically out into the yard down the deck steps, which you know how many there are there, probably 10. And about 3 or 4 steps from the bottom, did a header and fell face first into the concrete. Got up, walked about 15 steps into the yard, sat down, turned around and looked at me and lifted his paw up, holding his paw up limp in the air. And I thought, oh, crap. But he was limping worse after that for just a little while. And now he's better. But he knocked a piece of skin off of his bottom lip and chin about this big that when he was up laying on the bed, found him bleeding. And I thought, what the hell's bleeding? And then both his legs were okay. And I called David. I said, he's bleeding. I can't figure out where from. And then that's where it was. That's a good idea, Kathy. That I have, but we'll worry about burnishing if it looks like it gets to the point where we can use it. So because this buckled and because I'm not taping it down, I'm going to lightly spray on the back of this just to get a little damp away from my laptop. And then I'm just going to spray over this kind of randomly. Oh, there's red on there already from something. And then I'm just going to take these. This one's the Brilliant Red for your red and gold, red and copper. You know. Let's see what happens. That's the Brilliant Red. This is the Scarlet. See how different that is, if at all. That baby is really make it a whole bit bigger in there. These are very bright. All right, I'm going to mist this real high because some of those are just laying there in clumps. I want them to move a little bit because I don't think they're going to... Oh, there's a little hunk of blue coming out of there. Some of these, that's what I'm saying, some of these have different... They break into different pigments. I think the black one does. Something wants me to throw something else in there. Can you feel it? It's just like... Just do it. You know what? This dark brown. I don't know why the dark brown grabbed me. You know I'm not a dark brown. Hey, look, Yolanda. Welcome. I'm not a big brown person. I like shades of brown, but not a color I go to. Not big on earth tones most of the time. Let's just throw some of this in there and see what happens. Ooh, that's pretty. It's kind of picking up the oh, it looks like fireworks. Oh, they look like flowers. Look. Oh, crap. Ah! They kind of burst open like fireworks. I hate to add more water there because there's a puddle there. I'm going to pull some of that out. Because as we learned last time, I just got a blob of nothing where the water was. So, let me grab. Oh, there goes a pencil sharpener. Grab a towel. Let's see if I can. I don't like all this extra fine mist I got, but you can't really avoid that with these. I'm going to try to pull some of this up. I'm not going to try, I'm going to do it. Can you guys hear my brother upstairs talking to Dave and my mom? He's a loud talker. I don't know where he gets it. Put that in a safe place. Yeah, I'm not wild about all that spray around there, which you guys probably can't see. Now you can. I wonder if it's staining. I could go around with a wet brush and try to get rid of some of that. That might really not be a good idea, but I'm going to do it anyway just to try it. That's how we learn. I'm doing this for you. And so you know what not to do. Nope. I believe it's going to stain. Okay. All right. Now you know what not to do, bother with because, well, let me try over here. Oh, look at that. Get that off of there. Uh-oh. See, bad move, but now you know. You never know what's going to happen here, Kathy. Yeah. Not a fan. However, we learned that you can use double-sided tape to put down your foil to get a straight line. And that's about it. Prepare yourself for the overspray splatters. And the flowers are kind of like losing their way. But let's sit this over here and see what happens. And I'm going to try the other salts. Where's that pin? Now, these pins in here. Oh, here it is. Something I probably sit on later. Can you lay another piece of paper on top of it? You mean to soak up the excess? I probably could have before I picked up the water. Take black acrylic paint and go all over the background. I'll save that for you in July, CB, and you can knock yourself out. Actually, it would probably be pretty cool. Yeah, it's not wet enough now. My puddles are pretty much gone, but probably could have. All right, let me. What the hell? Here they go in here. All right, let's. Oh shit! Oh, oops! Mark me down for one, Gayla. That was 2 bottles of watercolor, liquid watercolor that landed glass bottles on a concrete floor. Yeah, they did not break. That was a lucky one. Jeez Louise. Okay, let's go grab another piece of this. And we're just going to put the watercolors, these different salts on here and play with those. And then I'll dink around with the foil later, if by then I still have the attention span and stomach for it. Time will tell. Let me get these in here. That was more than one. Oh, you mean that I dropped? It was two. Patti, add salt to the red explosion. Do I have it out here? No. No. I think there's a couple places wet enough that it might respond to yet. Good idea, Tam. That's why I keep you guys around. Clearly, I'm at a loss when I'm by myself. This area right here is wet enough to do something. All right. Well, oh, and this down here in the middle of this foil is pretty wet. Of course, the salt's bouncing off of where I want it to go. That's all right. That'll do something. I'll see how that goes. Now I'm going to set it off to the side. So this one, I don't remember if I've ever even played with these. Blue and green. Let's just do these on one, and we'll do these other ones on another one. Are these edible salts? Do not take internally. This is the Jacquard silk salt. So that's a big no on this one. This is, they use it on silks when they put watercolor inks on silks and let it give that starbursty kind of effect on it. Ooh, look how yellow that looks, and that's green. Okay, let's just stay focused, stay focused. I'm going to squirt the back of this. I never know which is the back. We're going to say this is the back. Just lightly so it doesn't curl too bad because I don't feel like taping it down. I just don't feel like it. So let's just do some sort of a diagonal something here. And let me get a little teeny tiny spoon. And let's see what happens here. I'm going to take just a little bit on here so it doesn't overdo it. Wow. That's a lot of not overdoing it. Let me bring you in closer. That's really pretty. And it does have a little bit of purple coming out of it. I'm going to mist a little bit. Wow. That's pretty. Now, do I want to add green in there? Well, I was going to, so let's just do it. Trying to hit the puddly parts. The puddly bits. Not looking at the chat right at the moment. As you can see, this is a very, very serious technique I'm in the middle of. Don't anybody ever believe that. I don't do anything too serious. I'm not capable. Let's see, what did I miss? Did you say overdo it? Hey, Kenzie. Thank you. Luckily, all I had to do was spray water and dump it on the paper. Green jar is very different from green on the paper. I know. No, these are not Brushos. These are by Ruby Mountain Paint Company. That's the green, and this one's just called blue. So, now I wonder, just wondering out loud, if I took a little bit of water and came around some of these puddles and drug them out a little bit, what would happen? This isn't even a watercolor brush, but we're going to do it anyway. Yeah, there's several companies doing it. This company that did these two that are, let me show you. These two, this one is one sprinkle of their salts. That's called red cabbage, gave me all those colors. That's just salt sprinkled, the salts, pardon me, sprinkled in a puddle of water. And this one, the watercolor that's on there is called Butterfly Pea. And the company name is Boulder, like with a U, like Boulder, Colorado. Boulder Watercolors. Ooh, I gotta squirt the back of this. Lay down. Don't start getting all crazy with the puddles. Oh, it's in the water bowl. Hello. So I'm wondering, do I want to do that? Because the frayed edges, those edges are kind of cool. Maybe I won't do that. The lady has the right to change her mind. Even me, Gayla. Before you say it, I'll say it. Let me pick a little bit of this big puddle up here. See, this paper starts to I mean, if I was really serious about what I was doing, I would tape the rascal down, but I'm not. So I don't. So then we deal with this. But that should get some of those up off of there. Now that one might not be too bad, but see how it's, well, you can't tell, but this is curled up. I'm going to squirt it from underneath. Probably squirt myself right in the face. Oop. Nope, I probably squirted the camera. That's a first. Oh, for the love of God. Okay, let me put these down. Hopefully I don't do a nosedive walking over here. I'm telling you, both my shoulders are now needing surgery. And yes, I did have one done last April and then blew it out when I had my knee replaced, trying not to use my leg. And now the other one's jacked up. And my sciatica's flared up. Other than that, 2 thumbs up. And I probably cut my thumb too. All right. Let me grab another piece of that. You know what? Since this is just going to be an experiment, I'm going to do it on the back of this foiled area. Oh, that finally dried, and that's pretty tacky, actually. Very tacky. Actually, that's too much sticky on there. I'm not even going to mess with it. Hang on. Okay. So this one, I'm going to do, I think I'm going to mix the two from Boulder. Oh, thanks, CB. Did it hit the camera? It must have. Is it blurry? Oh, no, you could see all the wrinkles on my fingers. You're good. So these are the two, the red cabbage. And they're both red cabbage. Hang on, where's my butterfly pea? Huh. Don't tell me. You know, just when you think you're breezing along. Do I have it out here from last week's debacle? I do. There it is. I want to get this in the bigger one, but they didn't have it, so I got a little one. So I'm wondering if I take this salts and this salts, right? And just kind of mix them. That's what we're going to see what happens. I'm going to spray this away from the rest of my belongings in my computer. I mean, eventually I catch on. It do take a while sometimes. All right. Now Let's just do some sort of a diagonal-ish puddle. And now hopefully this will stay down. Now let's get into the schmutz here. This is the red cabbage. Jan was telling me she saw somebody on YouTube or Instagram that put a recipe out for how she makes these salts. And it wasn't the company that I got these from. I'm going to put this kind of here and yon, hither and yon. That's just pretty. I don't care what you say, Kayla. And it takes just a eeny weeny teeny bit. I want you to write my eulogy, Gayla. You have such a way with words. So that looks red, white, and blue in there, but this is very hot pink in person. I don't know. If I go in closer, will the glare change? No. Okay. Right? That's how I'm going out with a boom whenever it happens. You can plan on a boom. Oh, we're wearing a tiara. Gayla is too. Oh, yeah. So let me shut my yap and start adding some of this before the puddles dry up or get too puddly. Is that a word? It is now. I've used it in a sentence. See, this one is a lot more powdery. The other one was more granular. And they do different things when they hit the water. Like that one did hardly nothing there. I'm going to throw that one in the puddle. All right, now I'm going to have to add water in there. And a moderator sash, of course. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I'm going to come way up here. Maybe not. Maybe I'll spray gently and right on it. Huh. You can see the turquoise start breaking out of there. Let's see. There you go. You can kind of see what it's doing. And that breaks into like a bright baby pink. You can see this little specks out here. I don't know if you can pick it up or not. But I can't really pick it up and show you because then it all puddles and swirls and moves. And then you got a big blob of nothing. So I think that's not enough. I think I'm going to go back to the Of course you do, Mariah. Being the queens you are. I'm going to throw more of this down. It's not doing much. Throw some in that water. Will that do anything? You don't want to sneeze when these are open. And you got to be careful with this lid because once it gets some of those salts in the threads, it makes it a little tricky. Okay, so now we're taking our life into our own hands with further spritzing. Try it. Oh, I'm like afraid to do it, but I have to do it. I'm going to let that run up there a little bit because it's going to make a puddle otherwise. Okay, now. Well, I might have just hosed that up, but, you know, whatever. They never look like you think they're going to look. I don't know how I did that first one that I painted on, that I collaged on, that it came out so intense and pretty. Obviously more pigment, but I don't know how I did the water. I'll have to go back and look at that. Oh, Lord. Looks like a sneeze. God bless you. Yeah, because see how this one came out? But down here, remember I put this over this because it was just a puddle of like a washed out mauvey purple color where the paper, kind of, you can't really tell, but the paper kind of sunk in and it puddled there and got too diluted. And here, I like the way these spritzes came out. They weren't so crazy, but look at the color. That's pretty crazy color. Can't hate it, people. You cannot hate it. So let's see. What are we going to do? What time is it? 5:11. What time did I get down here? 4? Yeah, you can't tell until it's dry. Hang on. Let me dig my way through, see what the heck I'm doing here. What is this book? Did I do anything in this book? Why is it out here? Oh, these little experiments. Okay. Okay, let's see. This. Good Lord. What is this stuff? Apparently I have this for some good reason. I'm wondering what that was. I'm sure Robin made me do it because it's sitting here with some other calligraphy paper. Oh, these are big. These are folded. It's like rice paper. Huh. Even the envelope's kind of cute with the offset little button tie number. How cute is that? Come on. There's envelope lovers out there. You know what I'm talking about. So do we want to do a quick collage and maybe use some of the papers we did last week? Or what? Or do we want to make more papers? Get this stuff out of my way before there's a terrible thing. Makes you wonder what's really happening off camera. Don't even think about it, Gail. It's too much for you. Oh shit! Give me another shit. Put me down for another one, Gayla. I have the dropsies today. But so far I haven't broken anything with the dropsies, so, could be worse. Could have a mess on my hands. More than literally. I'm saying a lot. I don't like that. Pigment powder salt needs to dry so you find what's out. Yeah, I know. So let's see where we are here. Oh, we're back here already. And here already. Oh, that's where I rolled the brayer off, thinking that would be the start of something. See, that's just the bronze iridescent bronze that had water on it off my brayer when I did that. Let's see what we got stacked up here. Yes, I need to get those out of my face. This one, I put the iridescent bronze high flow on the jelly plate, squirted it with water so the pigments broke apart, and then I washed the brayer off over here. And here's the ones we did with the spray paint on the jelly plate. This one's pretty cool. Maybe we'll use this one. Oh, and here's the background one. I like that one a lot too. A lot of little glitzy pieces all over it. Oh, Gala, Gala, Gala. I need to make more of these. I love this stuff. All right, let me put you there where I can look at you. Oh, you know what? I'm going over to my big drawers. And I don't mean the ones I'm wearing. I mean the big drawer cabinet where I have some papers. And then I have to open 15 of them, remember, to find the one I'm looking for. So chat amongst yourselves. I need to label these suckers. When I retire, I'm labeling my cabinets. That's all there is to it. Oh, I always like this one. Maybe I'll tear a hunk of this off and do something with it. I like that. And you can't see it yet. I'll bring it over. I'm looking for more of those tissues that I did. Moses. There they are. Okay. That's not very colorful. Oh, that's a whole different way to go here with the reds and the golds. That's the U-boat part. All right. I did grab the corner of this piece. I love that paper. Don't know what we'll do with it. Found this in the red family, which does away with all my other stuff. So it's probably not a good idea for today. Wait a minute. What's happening in chat here? Barney, I hope she keeps the drawer up this time. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Hopefully that security tape was melted in the viewer. Lordy. Horrific mooning. It wasn't that bad. Of course, I was on the other end of it, so I shouldn't have an opinion. Oh, yeah. Well, accidents happen. What are you going to do? So do I even want to mess with this page? I like this bit in here where that turquoise came out with the bronze in there. I do like that. Oh, this whole thing is actually kind of pretty. Every time I want to put a whole piece in there, I end up covering the bits that I really like. Oh. What would I do with this if I wanted to use this? Do I want to start with that much on there? I mean, certainly some would get covered, but it's such a cool piece. I'll say it was done very artistically. Oh. Joan, I couldn't risk Paul being involved in that. That just wouldn't be right. Oh, God bless us. All right, let's see. Some of that is really cool looking. And it's kind of gold, like this is gold. Okay, I'm going to keep that out there as a strong possibility. Oh, and I got this hunk of gold. Kind of break up all the circles or something, maybe. I don't know, it might be a little bit off. The shades might be off. Oh, Lord, are we going to have to go into the drawers? Here's that one piece that, I forget who told me to save this piece of the roll-off. Okay, let's see what else we got up here handy. Okay, we know this isn't going to work. That's not going to work. You know, maybe we shift and we go red. Because the red with this kind of looks kind of cool. International laws be damned. All right, let's put this over here. Let me buzz through this and see what we have. Sorry, hang on one sec. All right, let's see. So if I'm going to go red, all of this is going to be out of the question. I don't know if they're the same salts, but it was an email about Buffy Kaufman. Watercolor pour, that's right. I remember that now. Oh. Oh. I love that piece. Oh, maybe that. This is more in that bluish gray. I love this. Is one of my favorite printables of Robin's. I just love that one. All right, let me stick my head in yet a different drawer and see if I have anything in the red family that jumps out at me. I don't think I do, but let's just have a look-see. Little looky-loo. Oh, hey, here's this red paper that I felt as though I had to have because Robin did this to me too. I need to speak with that woman. Huh. Let's put that out there. This one I don't think I have red. I got a whole roll of red right in front of my face. This is a lot of black and white here. This is my neutral collage drawer. Oh, wait a minute. I think that's too sheer. Oops. Yeah, that's too sheer. I don't know what I was thinking when I did these. Haven't figured out yet what I could use it for. It's on that real thin Unru paper. It's like, you know, Gala's pajamas. Oh. Let's see. Oh, look, Mariah. Little Uncle Joe laying around in the raccoon paint family. There's black and gold again. And foil. Oh, this was a little black and gold. Getting too much out here. I don't need all this. How's that working for you, Judy? Judy. Ay. Oh, this one. Hang on. There's a little piece of red on this one. Maybe we can incorporate that. Oh, what's that? Oh, no, that's one of my collage pages I copied that had the big red squircle on it. I think CB talked me into that. Why do I listen to these people? I'll never know. That's my scrapbook paper drawer. Oh, hang on. I forgot about this stuff. My fabric drawer with some, I don't think any of this is going to go though. And I don't think I have any fabric that's got red in it. I'm literally upside down in a drawer now with Tim Holtz and Batik fabrics. Oh, maybe just a piece of black and white. I don't know. Oh, man, I'm all jacked up. I'm telling you. I hurt so bad yesterday. I did way too much yesterday. And on top of my mom and Oakley gimped up, Dave is also gimped up. They put stitches in his toe, bottom of his toe, for a wound they've been working on for months. Thursday night, he got stitches. Drove 10 hours home from his work trip. Okay, Jan, have fun. Thanks for dropping in. What was I saying? Oh, he came back, drove 10 hours, made it to the doctor, and they stitched the bottom of his toe. So he's supposed to be off of his feet. So now I'm taking care of Dave, taking care of Oakley, taking care of my mother. So I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off yesterday. I don't think any of these are going to work. But maybe a piece of just black and white start. You know how I like that, don't you, Dot? Oh, this is a whole... Oh. Love black and white. Oh, of course, I love purple and green. Oh, look at the turquoise, but that's not going to work. Oh, what about this? So I foiled on some of these Batik fabrics. Right, that's a script stamp foiled on there. Is it too shiny to pick it up? There you go. You can kind of see it. That's got some orange in it. I don't know. We'll see. Never say never. This one's too brown, too turquoise. I love this fabric, though. As you knew I would. Oh, I love this one, too, with the purple and the green. I got to do some more of this. Maybe we'll do this next time. Sandra gave me a, what is that called? A laminating machine that I have that now works. See, I thought this would be cool foiling on it. It's no, it's too much. Too much. Not liking it. Why I don't get rid of it, I don't know. Oh, that's a long little strip of that. That's with silver on it. That's not going to work. Okay, this is the only possibility. Put these away. Are you calling me a squirrel, Gayla? I mean, would you dare do that? Oh, I can't wait to see you knuckleheads in July. I was just telling Dave the other night, I said, Mom has got to be better by then, or I'm going to have to figure out some way to get some coverage so that I can be freed up to hang out with my girls and any guys that linger in. Don't read much into that. Oh, look. Oh, this is one of Joan's stencils, and this is one of Robin's stencils. This might be the closer color of gold. This is a real yellow gold. Let's put these over here. Oh, that's foiled in a bronze color. I might be able to sneak some of that in. Here's this with maybe one of these characters. I don't know. That's kind of schmutz there. That one's kind of, I don't know. I think we're going to put that one back. Back in the drawer. Some circles just in case of an emergency. Stripes for Dot. You know how she likes her stripes. I don't know. I kind of like this section right in here. What would I do with that though? Would I put it at the bottom of this? That's too pinky over here probably. Drag it over this way and have these shiny bits there. Then it's kind of just like two pieces. I don't know. I'm not there yet. I know, Joan. I just hate it that you guys aren't coming this year. I do. So this one's smaller with a red stamp on it. Okay. Let's see. Where's my little water brush? Here it is. Okay. Seems Patricia is working on her Baltimore Flare. Oh, is she? I haven't been able to keep up. There's always something going on. Plus, that damn job keeps getting in my way on top of everything else. Let's see. Do I need water in there? I forget how to do it. Not like that. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I remember. Yeah, suck it up with the plunger. There we go. Okay. Okay, this I'm just going to try to water cut and see if I can get this to turn kind of colors around the edges like it does sometimes because the toner. Yeah, no kidding, Joan. Me too. All right. Less talking and more water cutting. Oops, too much water. Not looking at the chat. Not that I don't love you guys. There we go. That's what I want. A little rough edge. Oh, it is turning colors for me. That's good. See where it's pulling that greenish turquoisey little bit and pink up there? Don't ask me why. Oh, don't start that one, Kathy. I just got that all spooked out of me already. Just when I forgot about it. Wow. I think Joan and Paul were just making it up to scare me. I don't like spooky things. All right. What are we doing here? Which one matches better? See, the gold one here is more yellowy too. Yellowy. It's a word. Look it up. Good Lord. You people. You people. So, okay, what am I doing here? I said I like, oh, Galen, now do you know why I like this end? Just occurred to me. Oh, no. Do I want to just tear it down like this-ish? Covering the bottom of that and then overlay this maybe. That seems upside down. So does that. We're going to go assume that it's that way. And maybe do something with a strip of this. Oh, who knows? All right. More gluing, less thinking. So I got to get the redder parts in there. Get rid of that blue. Don't need that blue hunk in there. I'm going to get some of this black. Will that work? I do not know. Well, like we said, let's get on with it, shall we? So I don't know where this is going exactly. Let's just do this and then try to tear it somewhere around that tear. Not at all like it's going. Where did I crease it? Here. It didn't show through. All right, we're just going to go. We're just going to do whatever happens, happens. I've now become bored with myself. Oh my God. This is really sweet Jesus. What happened there? Okay, well, I definitely want this off of there. Hang on. I don't need the blue. Some of these paints and inks that I use to make this impossible to tear. And then sometimes if you get it right on the grain the right way, it tears perfectly. You never do it the right way. Put the glue down where you want it and then rip it. Oh, now you tell me. So I want to get a lot of that red in there. Should I take advantage of that edge? I don't want to lose that gold. That's kind of dark though. You know what? We're just gonna, as my mom says, get it over with. And I'll fill in the blanks. So let's just try this. See where, oh, I got to glue down the black first. Or do I want to tuck this under the black? Put that down like that. And then put the black over it. I don't have to dink around so much with all the jagged edges. I might cover something up with that little belly button showing there. Let's do that, shall we? And I'm just going to put glue on the paper. Look at me making decisions, would you? Well, you get a lot of that watching me mess it up. Oh, Lord. Luckily, I have a very lighthearted personality and a thick skin. That's how I've survived with Gail all these years. I was looking for an old picture the other night. Gail, this is directed at Gail and Kathy, Dragonfly Kathy. And I came across, oh, you know what? Maybe it was on Facebook. I came across pictures from North Carolina. Oh, we're growing circles and stripes, Dot. Don't you worry about it. When we went to to the Remy retreat, I thought, oh, Lord, okay, now we're screwed. That's sticking really good. So I didn't lay it down right, so now we got to deal with it. Oh, look at that coming right off of there. Look at you. Something's cooperating. Gail, make a note of this. And I saw some of the pictures. Oh, Lordy. I'll do something with the bottom of this later, at a later date. Clip this as a short video. Oh, if only. I occasionally get somebody telling me, I can't stand to watch you because you don't talk. I want to learn art. I don't want to hear about your personal life. I always say, sorry, wrong channel. I just do me. Some like me, some don't. And honestly, I don't care which one's which. I mean, of course, I'd rather be liked, but I got my crew. And the ones who don't understand me are not my crew. So, there. I said it. That's somewhere near right. Look at this. I know, right? Like, you know what? Since I'm doing this for free on my own friggin' channel, and I don't have a business, I'm not doing it to make money. My channel isn't even monetized anymore, so I didn't want to mess with it. So, nobody holding a gun to your head to watch me. Okay, not sure what I was thinking. But maybe I can put actually, it's kind of cool how this is kind of like blobs of nothing, and this is so precise and geometric. Do I want a piece of this? That's orangey. This is the red side. But is that too yellow? This almost, I don't think it matters. But this is kind of a more pinky. I'm looking at, no, in there it looks more orange. Let's take a piece of this. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to take some of the big characters. See? Almost made it. Why did it do that right there? And it was going so smoothly. Great. Hey, M&M. We are thrilled to have you. Yeah, I don't put up with too much crap in my old age anymore. Except for Gayla, because, well, she's Gayla. And I'm just saying. I'm going to go this way. And tear it from this side. Almost. Yeah, I ain't got time for it. Ain't got time for it, ain't doing it. Old friend I used to say, that have you ever met anybody that could, when they walked in the room, they could suck the life out of a stadium full of circus clowns? I have. Yes, I have. Okay, put that in there. I don't know exactly what I'm doing here yet. Do I want to frame that with gold, maybe? Tear a little bit of piece. Let's see. Hang on. Hold the phone. So if I did this, I don't care that it's jaggy. Let's try this. Let me just look at it. I am not a good tearer, I gotta tell you. So I can tear this off. That don't need to be there. That doesn't need to be there. I'm going to want that over here to hide that big blob of white over there. I want to hide the little belly button there. Oh, let's see. I wanted to use this too, didn't I? How's that going to happen? Do I want to put this down in this corner? And then maybe go like this with that? And just have that showing in there. Does that look too funky? I think it looks too funky. You know, we could always, for dot. Oh, you know what I need? I'll tell you. I just got to find one. Oh, gosh. Hold on. So if I put, well, that's kind of crooked. We're going downhill. The hell did I do? Hang on. Night, Annie. Thanks for dropping in. I'm not paying attention to chat. How rude. Did that fix it? Put that down there. Let it come off the bottom. A little smidge. Like right there at the bottom of that black row. Oh, is that it? Right there, yeah. All right, let's get the glue in. A piece of deli. And what the hell? Hang on. Oh, this way. I was going to say, how did I do that backwards? Let's see. Do I need that whole thing on there? Maybe if I do that and cover up a little bit of it this way. I don't know. I got to let it go and back up. All right, let's see. See what I'm looking at. I don't know. You guys aren't seeing the print on that little piece of mail there, or whatever that is. Get another little bit of the row out there. Maybe put that away from the circle a little bit more. My fingers are sticky. It keeps dragging the piece. Cover it up with another piece of the same paper. Oh, now that was too far back. I don't know what you were talking about then. I usually don't know what you're talking about, but this one specifically, do not know. I like the envelope. Hang on. Maybe it needs another little. I didn't want to do that, but that's where she wanted to tear, so that's what we did. I really don't know what I'm doing at this point. Do I need to put a little more of the red up there? I'm in too close. You can't see the whole thing. Neither can I. Dorothy, what'd she say? Oh my God, it's Torture Dorothy Day. That's every day. Even when I'm not streaming, I always think, what could I do that would really piss Dorothy off today? Oh, more stripes. That's what would do it. Well, that's always what'll do it. Or could we do this? Pull this over here. Put a little bit maybe under here. Or under here. Maybe here, more contrast. Well, I hear Oakley up there taking a fit. I'm guessing his leg's feeling better. Can't keep the kid down. Oh. Not bad. You know what? I'm just going to do it. Just going to friggin' do it. So, these, and then this is under this. I got to get my memory going with me. Oh, where does this go? About there. I mean, this is not rocket science. We're just going to slap her down there. Before I go, I agree with Gayla. Uh-oh, what'd she say? No, I don't like the extra red on the right. Really? I guess my opinion has nothing to do with the whole thing. Just want a little smudge of that sticking out. Just enough to piss Dorothy off. That better? Yeah, maybe it is. Oh, no, Dad. I got your number. Stripes are going on, baby. It's kind of become my signature. What'd you say, Tam? It's not centered? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Because this is, I don't know, this is so blank here. I wanted to get another little bit of that out of there. The text. I think. We'll go for something around this area. Now, if I can only remember where this is. Between these two, right here. Ish. Everything is ish with me. And now this. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Oh, remind me before I go to go see if those watercolors are dry. And if they become masterpieces or recycled batch. Okie dokie. I believe Robin is doing a launch of her new art foamies, which are the Japanese characters and some ginkgo leaves in different sets, on Friday. Oh, shoot. This one's, I got to get out the rice glue, the starch. Oh, the starch glue. And a brush for this one because it's so delicate. Quite like Gala. Just so fragile and delicate. I'll just use this brush I got right here. We'll just get on with it. Oh, I have a feeling gonna be a boo-boo coming up on the last flipping piece. Very tricky business, and it's got 2 tears in it now. Great. Drop that. Drop it like it's hot. Will that line up? Oh, it did. Sort of. This is very out of my box. Look at me. Wouldn't you say no? Strip binge on this, stripe binge on this one. Oh. Hey, look, I got this little smidge where I could put this for dot, of course. Remember that little hole? No, that would just be silly. I kind of like the little hole there, to be honest. Ooh. But just for dot, you know, it's a thought. Cross my mind just to stick it there. I could take it off later when we're not here. Oh, why do I torment her so? All right. Like a precious flower. Trying to get most of this glue out before I put it in my water. Oh, the hell was that? Oh, my glue stick. Great. Put that away before we're in more trouble. Rid of all these little bits here. All right, now let me back up and look at this. I don't hate it. I love that black and gold paper, though. I love me some swirls. But that corner, I don't know. I'm not sure I'm wild about that little bit. Oh, I didn't use my fabric. That's okay. I don't think it would. It's too orange, I think. Too brown, too something. I'll put it in for another day. Back in the fabric drawer. Oh, should I put a little schmitz of this down there? Does that look too out of place? Be honest, as if you never aren't. I can see a face with a skull cap and a stripy nose. Well, I'm going to have to believe you. Oh, right here. Here's his nose. I can't see it looking here, but when I look on the screen, it's smaller and I can see it. Gayla likes the gold. That's all that matters. Where's my damn glue stick? Done. Oops. Now, should I put Dorothy's little sliver of a moon over it? Oh, speaking, now we're talking about moons again. Oh, ay, ay, ay. I'm guessing no. Okay. All right, let me. Oh, I didn't use any black circles. I'm not sure it's necessary. Where would I put it if I put it? A row down there? Nah, that's getting too much. Stop while you're ahead. Oh, CB said no, so it shall cease. Let me walk across the back 40. Oh, what did I do to deserve all these aches? It's sneaking up on me. Oh, Lord. Well, can't say that I hate any of them. The one where I mixed the two older salts was not coming out just right. Oh, let me get the let me move this out of the way. I must have been in a red mood today. Here's this one too. Doesn't need anything else. Oh, you're just saying that to agree with CB and act like it was your idea. Mm-hmm. While this still has this puddle in it, I'm going to throw something in there. What? I do not know. Should I put in... I'm looking at that blue and green over there, but I better stick with what's already in there. Put a little sprinkle. I don't know if that's going to do anything or not. Does it bring any value? Or did I just waste some salts? Is there any value added to that move? I think we already know that answer. Now I talked about using this piece of this paper towel in a collage. I'm going to put it up here in the collage section. Don't remind me. Okay, where's my water? This is probably going to be a mistake, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yep, that was a big boo-boo, but that's okay. I'll just set it over here. I knew it was happening when I did it. Uh-oh. Might be the most beautiful one ever. Patti, the art turned out beautiful. Thanks for a great time. Thanks so much, Anne. Enjoy your dinner. So this is the one that Tam asked me to add some salt, and I'm glad she did because that really kind of added to it. Focus, focus, focus. It was focusing really nicely earlier. And now it's just being mean. That's the brown that I spritzed in there that temporarily looked like flowers. So let me see if I can get some of the salt off of there. Can't say that I hate it, actually. It's not my favorite piece. Plus, I got this little blob over here where I was trying to wipe it and it didn't wipe. And here's the green-blue one. I didn't put any salt or anything on this one. These are just these salts themselves. These are the Ruby Mountain ones, the blue and the green. And see, I like those little fringes there, how it kind of sneaks out and gets kind of wispy. Kind of like Gayla's hair in a good northeaster. So there you go. Two that are and one turd over here. I'm just going to dump that off. What the hell? At this point, who cares? Maybe when it come down, it looks like a face. Two eyeballs and a sad mouth. Oh, sweet Moses. All right, I can still get upstairs and visit with my brother a little bit while he's here. And here's where we ended up with the collage. So I thank you guys for hopping on here with me. And let's all wish Xandra luck in the cleanup of the tree that went down in the tornado last night. Bye, Kathy. All right, I hear Skip saying goodbye, so I'm going to go ahead and run and try to catch him. Bye, guys. Thank you. Hey, Skip.